Hello, fourth graders. Well, today we will revise the vocabulary for lesson 2, King Ram and the Fisherman, as well as we're going to practice reading. So please prepare the workbook, open it on page 25, and follow up with me. Let's start with the first vocabulary word. The boys exchanged their cards. What do we mean by exchanged? Exchange is a verb. It means trade or switch. A new sentence using the word exchanged. The two teams exchanged shirts after the game. How did he react to the competition result? React is a verb. It means respond or behave. The students reacted happily to the announcement of the school trip. The balcony overlooks an amazing view of the sea. Overlook is a verb. It means afford a view of or oversee. The hotel room overlooked the river. My sister took this fascinating picture. Fascinating is an adjective. It means amazing or attractive. The movie was fascinating, so I watched it till the end. My friend lives in a luxurious house. Luxurious is an adjective. It means expensive or splendid. We booked a room in a luxurious hotel. Mothers escort their kids to school. Escort is a verb. It means lead to or accompany with. My parents escorted me to the airport. I was astonished when I saw this massive building. Massive is an adjective. It means large or huge. You should take massive doses of vitamin C to fight coronavirus. My mom uses different utensils when she cooks. Utensils is a noun. It means tools used in the kitchen. I found a selection of utensils in the drawer. Now let's move to our reading lesson. This time the reading lesson is in the in the workbook and not in the reading book. It's page 25. The title is King Ram and the Fisherman. The theme, neighbors. Genre or genre, realistic fiction. And the author's purpose is to entertain. So please follow up with me. King Ram wanted to exchange houses with a fisherman. He wanted to know how it felt to live in a small house. At the same time, he wanted to see how a fisherman would react to living in a palace. When Ram entered the house, he went into the living room. It was as small as a shell. There was an old sofa on one side and a small table on the other. In the living room, there was a door that led to the kitchen. As the king entered the kitchen, he started to smell the odor of fish. One on the kitchen shelf, he saw a dish rack where there were two plates, a big knife, a small knife, and two cups. From the kitchen, the king went to the fisherman's bedroom. There he was shocked to see a mattress on the floor and an old closet. King Ram started to worry about the time he was going to spend in the house. However, there was one thing that made him change his mind. It was the garden that overlooked the fascinating view of the sea. On the other hand, the fisherman got lost in the palace. There were many rooms, and he couldn't find his way to the living room. After asking, he found himself in a wide room with a lot of luxurious furniture. He wasn't sure which chair to sit on. When it was dinner time, he was escorted to a massive dining room where he ate the tastiest food he had ever had. As he was going to wash his hands, he found himself in the kitchen, which was bigger than his house. There were many kitchen shelves and an endless number of plates, utensils, and cups. At the end of the day, the fisherman was taken to the king's bedroom. He was astounded with the bed that was as high as a cloud. The closet was so huge that he thought it would never end. The fisherman couldn't sleep, so he spent the whole night on the balcony of his room, looking at the vast garden but missing the view of the sea. Now, my lovely students, let's go back to the phrases as small as a shell and as high as a cloud. As we've discussed together in the class, these are called simile. What's a simile? A simile is a figure of speech in which you compare two things that are not alike using as or like. For example, the girl walks like a snail. This means that the girl is very slow. My mother is as busy as a bee. This means that my mother is very busy. As for the phrases, as small as a shell, it shows us that the house is so small. And as high as a cloud, it shows us that the bed is so high and couldn't be reached easily. Now, this is all about our reading lesson. Enjoy your day and see you in the next session. Bye bye.